creative friends, it's Eugenia from Art Times Atelier. And as I promised to my previous video, today we're gonna be making a painting with the techniques that we used lately with some weird art tools like feathers, straws. So I've got an idea, but to make this painting, I decided that it would be better to make it a larger size, an A3, which I am not set up for this exactly. But anyway, I will start it today because there is a lot of preparation to be done, and I'm gonna have to rearrange things on my desk to be able to show you everything. So what else we're going to be needing except those prepared feathers, a straw, watercolors, and we're going to be needing also some contact paper, this clear contact paper that we're using for the books when we were going to school. When we used to go to school, we used to make our books with, we used to the traditional books, because now yeah, there are lots of digital ones, so they don't need contact. So what I've done, I mark the middle of my page roughly, and also where I want my I'm not sure if you can see where I want my vase. So we're going to be making a vase with some floral designs and feathers. So what I'm going to do to make it even for both sides, because I can be both measuring a lot and rubbing on my paper. So what I'll do, I just made my shape from the one side, I fold it in the middle, and I'll go and I cut my paper, my contact, sorry. So if I cut it this way, I am going to end up with an even side from both sides. So there we go. And now I've got my beautiful cutout from the paper. Also I've got the actual vase shape. I'm not sure if I'm gonna need it, this one, but I'll keep it on the side, maybe for another painting, or I might need it again for this one. Because I have planned in my mind to start with the vase, and because I'm gonna be using the straw technique for my vase, I decided to protect all my background. I have decided to protect it with a contact paper, and this is the reason I'm doing this. So now we're gonna put the contact paper on our page, and this will act as masking tape basically. And there we go. As you can tell, it's it unsticks very easily. anyway, it doesn't have to be completely straight and completely unbubbled. That's fine. So my creative friends, this is my second stage of the of my painting. The first was the preparation, which I'm gonna be talking to you a little bit more at the beginning of the video once I finish the painting. I have put my contact, and I have made the shape of the vase or the cutout, and I'm ready to start with the vase. The first layer I will do is going to be for the actual vase is I'm gonna just put the colors just to make the vase, and then on top I'm gonna be doing the designs with a straw. For the background of the vase, I decided to use the Inktense paints from Derwin. I decided to use the second set because I am going to be using the pink one. Is it the magenta? No, it's called fuchsia, and paint is gray. I'm going to be using those two colors as the color of my vase. And the reason I chose these paints is because once they dry, they're permanent. So once I'm gonna go back to add the designs with my straw, the straw designs, they won't, this paint, the background will not reactivate, so they will not mix and they will be more clear. Of course, you can do them with just watercolors, but just to be on the safe side for the moment, I'm not going to experiment. I've got the paints, the Inktense handy, so I thought, why not use them? So the first thing I am going to do, I'm going to just grab a couple of brushes. This number 8 round should be fine, or maybe it could be, I could be using actually maybe a 10, probably the 10, and this digger number 12, just to put water on my background. Really I should have tried these paints, these colors on another paper, on a scrap paper, which I think I will. Let's get this paper at the background. I'm gonna just it's from the design from the straw design that I'm gonna be doing, and then just put a little bit paint just to see what I'm gonna be getting. Which I like these colors. They combine nice. Yeah, I'm happy with those. Definitely I'm gonna be using these two colors. Okay, these paints are getting, they're really absorbing the water very fast, so maybe I'm gonna be using the digger actually. Okay, so I'm gonna have the light coming from this side, which means I'm gonna start putting my lighter color on this side. I'm not gonna be putting a lot. Now you can tell why I wanted to protect my actual paper, because I don't want to be, I want to be fast, and I don't need to be careful at all. pretty nice. This fuchsia color, and it's gonna be a two-tone vase. So yeah, as I said, this painting just needs a little bit. It's very easy and simple. It just needs some preparation and a little bit extra thought. Yeah, those two colors are combining really, really nice. So you can do it as intense you want to. And we'll try to keep some transparency. We'll try to work as fast as possible before it dries. Because once they dry, they cannot reactivate. Can't wait for this part and then to get to the next one. It will be even more fun. This is actually perfect for beginners too. As long as you follow those steps, you're actually gonna be fine and you're gonna have good results. I hope so. So I'm so excited. I haven't done this size of painting for a long time. I remember when I was a student, when I was learning, I turned up with for my first painting. It was a 50 by 60 preparation. My teacher got a little bit shocked and said, well, yeah, we've got some very brave trying big painting for beginning. But actually it is it worked out really good, and actually it's hanging there now. This painting is hanging at my home in Greece on the wall. For it's about 30 years old, this painting. It's still hanging on the wall, which means yep, it wasn't that bad after all. It was a success. Because after all, big paintings are easier to work with, believe it or not. The small ones are more fiddly. Sorry. Yeah, definitely more fiddly. And now you can actually, before it dries up, you can lift a little bit to give the show the light areas. Okay. So there we go. We're getting there. We're creating the 3D effect. Some of the darker areas, we're putting a little bit extra dark paint. Don't have to be careful because We have masked our background. I was too busy in a hurry. I didn't even say what kind of paper I'm using. It's a 300 GSM watercolor paper, 100% cotton. I'm using what paper I'm using. I will show you the paper that I'm using, but as soon as I finish this device. It's inexpensive. I don't know if you can find the same one in other parts of the world. I got it from an art shop here in Australia. I haven't seen it online, so but you can use any type of watercolor paper, obviously. Okay, now I have to be careful because the papers that not the paper, the paint start drying at some areas, so just have to be careful. Oh, this paint is just like a sponge, just drinks the water that I'm spraying on. A little bit more pink here on the edges because it's just to give the 3D effect. And at the end, when we're ready, we're finished, we can just put some highlights with some gouache. But that will be right at the end. Okay, we're back now. It is all dried up. At some spots, a little bit ink leaked from my masking contact here. So what I had to do, I had to just go in and put a little bit watercolor ground. I used the Daniel Smith. It came with these paints here, the primary set, and it is that's just the watercolor ground titanium white. So I just used it as a eraser, like liquid paper. So I just put it on the edge, and it covered pretty good. And I can paint on top of it. So if you ever have any problems with a little bit leakages, that's okay. You can still fix it. It doesn't mean that your painting has been ruined. So I've done that a little correction, and now we're ready to go to the next stage. Now I was thinking, and before I decided to which paints I'm gonna use, I did try a few different paints at the back here. I tried watercolors, and they were actually becoming they wouldn't cover this dark Payne's grey that I chose for my vase, and then they were actually blowing a little bit too thick, like kind of like this. And then I tried some metallic ones. The metallic ones, they wouldn't show as good on my paper, and again the lines were pretty thick. So at the end, I remember this set here, the Paul Rubens ones, the fluorescent, and it's the Opera series. I know they are not light fast, but this painting is not going for a sale. It's gonna be hanging on my wall. It won't be on direct light, so I think it's gonna be good enough for, you know, a couple of decades probably. And yeah, it's not gonna be an issue if I have to redo it. So I haven't actually used this. I haven't even swatched them. I haven't done the review yet, which I should, because apparently I chose the two colors that I chose. It is this one and this one, or that one. It is the Opera Violet. This is the Opera Purple and the Opera Violet. I chose those two, and they have really nice crisp thin lines when I'm blowing with a straw. Pretty watery and intense. Really, they're covering nicely. And my pink here and my paint is grey. So I decided I'm going to be using those two. So you can try with your own supplies before you decide which color to use. Just go ahead and try your own supplies, see how they perform before you start putting it on your piece. So do not rush this actual artwork. Do it in stages and think each stage before you go ahead. I found it very useful for me, and if there is any issue, you just have enough time to rectify it before you go to the next one. So let's start. Let's start. Okay, so I'm gonna just put a little bit violet here. No, sorry, purple. And I will put a little bit violet on the other side. Now the other thing that you need to do, maybe I have put it on a very big board. It would be better if it was a smaller one, because I'm gonna need to kind of, you know, move it and angle it and to be able to blow. So I got my little straw here ready to go. And the next thing I will do, I'm gonna make my paint a little bit watery. So let's do one or two squirts on each one, and I will start with the violet. I think maybe I put a little bit too much, so I won't mix it all. So what I do, I just get a little bit color, watery color, and just put it in one spot here. Add more water, and then let's do the straw thing. So this is the next stage. So I'm happy with this one. I will leave it the way it is. I know maybe I should have done a little bit this light to be a little bit more rounded. I didn't pay attention when I was doing it, so I can't change that. We'll see though how we're gonna interfere later on with the when we put the glowing spots on the vase with some gouache. For the moment, I'm pretty much happy with it. Don't need to do anything else, and I think it is time to take off my masking. Oh, see, that's what I was talking about to you before. It didn't do the 100% perfect protection. It didn't protect my paper 100%. I couldn't take off. I couldn't reactivate it and lift it because I used the I used the Derwent ink pens, which they are permanent, but these ones here are the watercolors, so I can go in and reactivate them and just lift them. So it depends on your on the materials that you're using. You can use different techniques. If you're using only watercolors, then there's no problem. They should reactivate and lift. If you're using the ink pens that are permanent, then you need to have a plan B, which is the watercolor ground, to be able to cover the edges. Okay, these colors are looking pretty good. They reactivate nicely, and cleaning up the edges, no problem. So now I have a nice this, I think this is from, see, this is from my ink pens before, and it hasn't covered 100%. Maybe I should go once more, but I don't really need to, because once I put I'm not gonna keep it completely white, my background, so I'm gonna have to work with it, so that's fine. I will leave it, and the other colors, I believe that they're going to that would be intense, so it doesn't come off. So I'm pretty much happy for the moment how we're progressing. I'm very happy up to this stage that we are. Everything has gone almost how I planned. We had some hiccups, but we were able to fix the problems, and that's what it is in painting and in life, to fix problems if they appear come into our ways. So for the moment, I have used the products that I have used is the ink pens. I used two colors, the pink and the pen is gray, and I used also, this is the old packaging, where are they? Not there, there they are. And the Paul Rubens, the Opera series, the violet, and the purple. Okay, and I'm pretty much happy with it. I've got my vase ready to dry up, and then we'll start our background. Okay, so I'm gonna stop the video, and I will be back for the next stage shortly. So there we go, we're ready now for this next step, which I think is the fourth stage. Okay. This is a perfect match, this color. And yeah, my husband gave me from his walk this morning, so I just put it here. It's perfect. I'll put it like that. I'm just joking. Okay, so remember the cutout from the contact that we've done? I think now it's gonna be useful. We can just do a negative painting for the background today. Now we're gonna be working on the background, but just to be on the safe side, we can protect our vase with this cut out from the contact that we had at the beginning. So we'll just have to line it up. It's the perfect match for this vase, and we're still gonna be careful, and we're still gonna do negative painting today. So we're gonna do a nice wash at the background, very light, and we're gonna establish the where the wall is, and your table where your vase is sitting. Because the light comes from this side, we're gonna have to make sure that we put a nice shadow here, and so yeah, we're gonna make sure that we're doing a negative painting, because we don't want our vase to get any dirty, but because we have our cutout, I thought it is a good idea to use it just in case we have any accidents. Okay, so we're now nice and protected here, and we're ready to start. This is this is a bigger area than I normally work, so I have chosen a size 12 dagger brush that will help me keep everything loose. And as you can tell now, I can spray everywhere, no problem, or my vase is going to be protected, or as much as possible. You can see already there is a little bit water going underneath, but that's okay. So let's I'm gonna be using the lilac violet, sorry, the violet and the purple that they use for the with the stroke technique, and a little bit Payne's gray and fuchsia from my intense Derwent. We have the 2 jars of clean water, and let's start. Just make sure that probably I need to put a little bit more water on my paper, because the spray maybe it wasn't enough. Was an A3, so we're gonna have to work a little bit faster than other times. So let's start with this side that's gonna be a little bit darker. Now let's get some Payne's gray, some violet, I'll leave it the way it is, and let's lift. It's not dry completely, so I'm not sure. I hope that I'm not gonna damage. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, actually, the contact worked good now. It protected my vase. My vase is still intact. I can put it back on the paper. Like this, and probably I can use it in a later stage or for another project. Yeah, probably I should. Oh, it doesn't matter. So we'll leave it like this, and I am gonna come back to that. And I do have a feeling that not even my masking tape has protect. Oh no, it has. I'm just getting paranoid now. I think that the colors are seeping everywhere. Okay, it didn't. Okay, so we'll leave it at this stage. I'll let it dry. Then I will see what I can do with this line here. That's another problem. And then the next stage, the fifth and final stage, is going to be to put our feathers and paint our flowers. That's gonna be exciting, fun part. So I'll let it rest, and I will see you soon. Okay, finally, I couldn't yet stop knowing that I have this halo around my vase, thanks to the watercolor ground. It's good. It worked out fine, but yeah, it created that line around it. So what I did, I got a smaller brush and I add a bit more pigment around it, but it still didn't cover properly. It was always the joint between the ground and the paper. It was showing a lot. So what I did after, I thought maybe gouache will help me. So then I went in, I added a bit gouache, I just blended, and it's much better. I can still see a little bit of the line, but what can you do? Yeah, that's what happened for the moment. I might rework it a little bit later. We'll see if it bothers me a lot, but for the moment it's acceptable. So I'll leave it like this, and let it dry completely, and we'll be back for the final stage, the floral part, feathers and flowers. So we'll see you soon. Okay, so now we're ready to start the fifth and final stage of the painting. So I've done this little arrangement with my feathers, and what I've done, I got my watercolor pencil, and I just marked with very light lines. I used yellow, so it's not gonna show up underneath where my feathers they're gonna be going. So what I'll do, I'm gonna just move them now on the side in the order that I have marked them, so I won't get confused. I'll just keep that order. Now I'm working on it for a couple of days, and this masking tape is getting unstuck because it's pretty hot up here. Okay, and because of the background, my paper has buckled a little bit. It's not any major issue, but yeah. Okay, so I've got them here, all my feathers in an order, and I don't need my I'm not sure, you might see the lines how I've done them. I have sprayed my paints here. I'm using the set from James Hayes from Daniel's Jen Haynes from Daniel Smith. I'm using this set. I've put some in this palette. I think I'm going to use mainly the Lunar Blue, the Moon Glow, and I'm not sure, maybe a little bit Opera, Quinacridone Magenta, Nickel Azure, and Aussie Azure. We'll see. I mean, I think I'm going to be using a little bit of all of those colors, but you can use whatever colors you want. Also, I have my something here to mix. I could mix it on here though, but anyway, this is already it's got some pigment, so I don't mind to use that. And I've got this, as you can tell, it's an envelope plastic with it's bubble wrap. It doesn't have to be bubble wrap. I just chose it because it's white, and it doesn't have to be white, but it's plastic. This is the main attraction for this yeah, project. Now I've got also my 2 jars of clean water here on the side, and I've got also my clean tissue paper. Also, I have prepared some strips of tissues. So as soon I am putting my feather down, I can tap them with clean paper. So for each feather, I've got 1 tissue, roughly at the length that my feathers are. And let's start with the first feather. So this feather, I'm gonna put it like this, not like that, this way. So I'm gonna put color on this side, and let's start. So that's exciting and a little bit nerve wracking. So I'm gonna start with a dark lunar blue. First I'll put that one, then I will move into Moon Glow just a little bit for a transition. A little bit more purple is this one. I'm not washing my brush because they're very similar, these colors. So I'm applying as much as I can. Then I will move into Quinacridone Magenta. I might clean up a little bit my so which one is 1, 2, 3, 4? It's this one. I'm adding a bit of that. Am I gonna have to go over and add more paint? If you've got, maybe that's what I should have done. Maybe I should have done put fresh paint. Maybe I will end up doing that because I've got them. Otherwise, then you need to let your pans get a bit more creamy before you start. Then after this one, I will move into Aussie Red Gold, which is this one. And then I will end up using the Nickel Azure Yellow. I really love this color. Looks like gold on the paper. So I've got now my range of colors here. normally, because it's hot and everything, it dries up very fast up here. I'm gonna spray a little bit water. Just put it off. Just a little bit, and then carefully you're going to place your feather exactly where you want it to go. You get your tissue, your clean tissue paper, and you press. You wait for a little bit so the pigment will shift from your feather to your paper, and then carefully lift your feather. And there it is. It could be a little bit better up here, but I still like it. I think I will leave it the way it is, and I'm gonna move on to the next feather. I'll leave this. Actually, this feather, I thought I'm gonna use it again here, but from the other side, so I might do it now whilst I'm holding it. So I'm turning it. This is the how I place it this time. So all the pigment is here, but this time I want it to go the other way. I want it to go this way. So I'm gonna put the colors on this side. I need to really wet my palette. Everything dries up quickly. Oops. Okay, so just and start again. We said with oh, where did I start before? I think I went the other way. I put the moon glow. Where did I put the moon glow? And anyway, I'll start with the lunar blue first. We'll move to the moon glow. Next is the Queen Nagadon magenta. Then we add the other red gold. You can make any color arrangement that you want to. This is just an example. Colors that I like. You don't have to use them. You can use any colors you wish. The ones that you like, the ones that you have in your stash. It doesn't have to be this. You can put different order too. You might want to go from light to dark. And I might do it actually for some feathers. We'll see. Okay. I think I have put enough pigment. Maybe I'll add a little bit of this one because on the previous one didn't come up very strong. Then just spray lightly, so it will help the pigment move on the paper. Carefully we add it, we'll place it on our paper, and okay, then we just put the tissue paper and we press. A little bit like printing. a little bit like one printing. Oops, better just lift it out once. It's nice. The only one that even on the tissue paper it comes up really nice. Oh, okay. I don't know if I'll do anything with that. um, okay. So, and now that I'll show you what I'm roughly doing, I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. Otherwise, it's gonna be a little bit boring for you. So I'm pretty pleased with the outcome, but because I like them to be a little bit more sharp and to have nice ends, I will start going with my fine brush with a fine tip brush, and like dry on dry technique, just fine line the shapes, basically the ends, because it's nice to have sharper ends. I mean, it depends on the style that you want to finish your painting. You can leave them a bit on the loose side too, but I would like to yeah, to make the ends a little bit more feathery. So I am going to fast forward it again because it's quite a bit of fine lining here to be done, and then I will decide if I am going to add some actual flowers or I will leave it this way. Because the original plan it was to put some loose flowers, but then now I'm thinking maybe it's going to be a little bit too kind of messy from the point of view that I'm going to be adding different elements and different styles in this painting, and I might make it a bit too busy or too a little bit confusing for the viewer, so I'm not sure what I will end up doing. I'm going to be thinking it as I'm doing the fine lining here. So I'm going to put some music, and I'm going to make it a little bit faster, this part of the video. So everything went well, apart of that. Oops, what happened? I don't even know how this happened. I don't know how this color came on my hand, and I just smeared it and it stained. Can't lift it. I mean, I did lift it, but it was really strong pigment there, so have to cover it. So I need to make a couple more feathers, and because if I put here, then this area is going to be too empty. I'm going to add another one here and another one here, just to have it a little bit more consistent. Yeah, as long as we can fix things, it's good. Now, it's still a mystery how I got this color on my hands. Yeah, because I haven't used it at all, it's a little bit weird. Anyway, my original plan, it was to make some flowers too, some loose flowers, but I don't think it needs it. I don't want to overcrowd it, so I'm gonna just leave it only with feathers. And so we're getting very close to the end of this painting. In general, I'm happy how it came up. I'm happy with the colors and the feathers. This technique is pretty cool. I liked it. If I had to do individual feathers to paint them, it would take me much longer. I can reuse them. The beauty is that these feathers, it took me a little while to paint them, prepare them, sorry. Now I'm upset because of the paint, and I'm thinking other things and I'm saying other things. So now, okay, let me concentrate here. I will continue talking later. Okay, I'm not gonna put the full feather down, so I'm gonna hold the one end, and I'm gonna just press as much I want to up here on my paper. So up to here it's fine. Let's see what I've done. Okay. Yeah, not bad. I'm gonna fix it a little bit then. It should be fine. It covered a little bit. Still that color there. Okay. So I'm gonna have to add another half here and another half of a feather. And now I'm not sure, should I add a little bit gold every here and there? I'm not sure. Or maybe silver, a little bit silver on the vase and a little bit gold on the feathers. I might think about it a little bit. I'm not sure. Because I still like it the way it is. The only thing is this area here needs a, I feel like I need to do something here. The original thought it was that I'm gonna add some leaves there, and if I don't put flowers, then how I'm gonna put leaves? So it's gonna be a little bit of a, okay, I won't put color all the way, or maybe I should. I'm nervous now. Where's the clean tissue here? Let's put it here. It's gonna overlap a little bit. Okay. Huh. Okay, it's only because I didn't spray it. It doesn't matter. I will leave it like this, and then I'll go with a with a brush, just in case. With the brush, I have more control. I know what I'm doing. Oh, it's nerve-wracking when you're at the end, and you don't want to do something to ruin your painting, because this can be easily done. What side did I paint? This one? No. Yes. Huh? They both have color. Okay. This side. Here's another one here. Or here. There. Do you think I'm gonna overcrowd it now? Most likely. I can't leave it completely empty either. These paints are fantastic, but they sticky. You must have lots of honey, gum arabic, or it's the gum arabic that does it. Makes it very sticky. Let's do it this way. One, two, three. On my tissue came up nice too. Oh, and let's see what else. Any other little ones? No. 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 I think it's done. Okay, maybe I should put a couple of them here. Yeah, I think that's what it needs because it's too yellow here. So I'll just put some of those little feathers and just put some extra dark colors here, the blues and the reds. Don't put the yellow. Oops, what's going on here? I need clean tissues. This one. It can be a little bit messy. Okay. Maybe I am okay, maybe this way. Okay, so I hope that you enjoyed this painting. Hopefully I have inspired you and you will give it a go. It is fun. Yeah, actually these little ones, now that I make them dark like this, I like them. I will put one more there and I have made mess everywhere. What kind of painters we are if we don't have dirty hands? Okay, pretty much that's it. Yeah, I didn't want this to be a big blob of paint, but it did happen. Okay, so now I'm gonna just go in again with my fine brush and I will make a little bit I will fix a little bit the fine lines, maybe not too much like I did with the other ones, the main feathers. These ones are secondary, they're small. So I might not be very detailed with them. I'll leave them the way it is, just if I need to make them a little bit more intense in some areas. That's for the small ones. Only those two big ones here, I need to fix them a little bit because they are part of the main ones. Yep. I'm going to cover this green that I put here. Unbelievable. How did that happen? I didn't use any green at all. How did it's on my hand? What I did, I must push the one of the pans because the coming out as I was getting the paint, the pans were coming out of the palette, And I think I tried to put them back in. It's this, as I said before, yeah, the paint is sticky. So I was getting the paint from a pan, and this pan must came off. I pushed it in with my hand. That color was reactivated already because I was spraying it. And there we go. I didn't realize. And I've almost ruined my painting. It doesn't take long, yeah? Well, half of the battle of the painting is to know how to cover mistakes and accidents. And that wasn't a happy accident, that's for sure. Anyway, I fixed it. Okay. Now I'm talking about those happy accidents. Now I'm just, I'm gonna just put a little bit this Queen Nacrodon magenta. I'm always having trouble to say this color. Yeah, it's my accent. English, not my mother language, as you can tell. Yeah, I'm Greek. And even if I live here in Australia for 24 years, my accent is still with me, and I still cannot pronounce everything correctly. Hope it doesn't annoy you listening to me. I know some people find it nice or interesting. I find it a little bit annoying. But unfortunately, I can't do much about it. I'm trying to fix it, but nothing is a fix. Oops. Whoa. Okay. Here I was thinking to put a little bit gold. I tried it, but I'm not sure. It just looks a little bit I don't know. I think I will leave it that way. I'm pretty much happy with it. I will unmask it. Should I put some splatters or not? If I would put some gold, maybe I would put splatters, but I haven't put the gold. What should I do? Should I try to put some gold and see how it looks like? Maybe, okay, change the most. I need some gold that is very opaque. So these ones, the subtle art ones, are they subtle art? Yeah, these subtle art ones are the most opaque golds that I have. So I'll give it a go. It's got nice colors, nice metal colors, so I can put also some pinks. Apparently Okay, I'll try to put some gold. Not sure if it does much. Maybe when you see it on different light. Maybe I shouldn't. No, I think I will leave it that way. Yeah. Okay, so in that case, let's unmask it. And oh yes. Now it starts looking good. I was looking forward to finish this painting. Hope that you enjoyed it too. Hope that I have inspired you and you will give it a go. And also I hope that the two techniques that I've used here, actually three techniques, the masking with the contact, the straw technique, and the feathers, hopefully there will be a good addition into your toolbox. So if you enjoyed this video, and if you find it oops, that was the brush. If you found it useful, please don't forget to like it. It helps a little bit with the algorithm. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider to do so. We're gonna be doing lots of further experiments, and not only. Yeah, and hopefully we'll see you soon at my next video. Until then, be happy, be creative, and keep painting. Bye for now.